Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Menken here with Pickdawgz. Today is November 17, 2023, and I'll be covering the first half of the NBA slate today. We only care about the first and the second quarter. That is it. And remember, if I do not say the spread in the play, the bet will always be a money line play. But before I get into my free plays, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're looking for my top plays, my premium picks, head on over to pickdawgz.com and check out my premium picks tab. That's where you'll find my lock of the day for just $20, and we are absolutely rolling in our premium selection, so go check that out. And best of all of our daily packages come with credit guarantee. You can read more about this on our website under any daily package we cappers have to offer. Now let's roll right into today's slate. We got a big slate of games, and I'm picking my top three that I have chose for you guys right now. I'm locked and loaded here. I'm feeling real good about today's plays. Let's roll right into this one. We got the New York Knicks and the Washington Wizards. Right now, the New York Knicks are currently this season 6-5 with an away record of 3-3. Then you look at this Washington Wizards team who has been struggling early on this year. They are 2-9 right now in the season. They have a home record of 1-3. Clearly struggling this season. They are on a 4-game losing streak right now. They only got Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole right now carrying this offensive load for this Washington Wizards team. And I will tell you one thing, these very young Wizards right now, their pace of play is number one in all of NBA, so they're clearly getting up and down the court. They are scoring a lot of points in doing so with this pace of play. But let's not forget this New York Knicks team. They got Brunson and they got Julius Randle here that absolutely had a dynamite game in his last performance, which the New York Knicks ended up winning that game 116-114 against the Atlanta Hawks. Randle was absolutely phenomenal here. I think Brunson and Julius Randle, even though that RJ Barrett will be out with an illness in this game, I think that these two, Julius and Barrett, Brunson and Barrett are going to get this New York Knicks team off to a hot start here in the first, and I think in the second quarter that is going to nudge this young Washington Wizards team who does get up and down the court. That's why in game number one, I believe that the New York Knicks are going to take the first half against the Washington Wizards. Let's roll into our second game between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Charlotte Hornets. Right now, the Milwaukee Bucks currently this season are coming in at 7-4. They are 2-3 on the road, while the Charlotte Hornets are 3-7 this year, struggling with a 1-4 record at home. I will say the Milwaukee Bucks are on a 2-game winning streak, and in the last game, they did not have Giannis in the lineup, but man, did Damian Lillard absolutely step up in the absence of Giannis, scoring 37 points in winning against those Toronto Raptors, 128-112. Absolutely a hell of a performance by Damian Lillard. Giannis is still right now a game-time decision, and you would think with Giannis out that this Milwaukee Bucks team wouldn't be as good, especially on that offensive side of things, but I mean, you saw it in their last game against Toronto. The offense looked good, the ball movement and how they shot from the perimeter, especially Lillard there carrying the ball up for them. They look like a completely different team, that is. The Charlotte Hornets, though, offense, they are coming in with LaMelo Ball, who's carrying the load for this Charlotte Hornets team in the absence of Gordon Hayward. He hasn't been playing in the last couple of games here. He still is a game-time decision, but LaBall, he's averaging 22.2 points per game. This young kid is clearly missing his right-hand man in Hayward, especially on that offensive side of things. They're not producing as many points in games. I think this Milwaukee Bucks team, even if they don't have Giannis in the lineup tonight, they still cover in the first half. We're taking the Milwaukee Bucks against the Charlotte Hornets in the first half for game number 2. Let's roll into our third and final game between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Atlanta Hawks. Right now, the Philadelphia 76ers are coming in currently this season 8-3 with a 2-1 road record right now. And while the Atlanta Hawks are 6-5, one game above 500, that is, and they are 2-3 at home. Joel Embiid, I must say too, in this ball game is a game time decision with his hip. I am expecting him though to play in tonight's game because if he doesn't, this Philadelphia 76ers is clearly going to struggle on the offensive side of things, while Joel Embiid is averaging 31.9 points per game. Clearly a key component in this offense for this Philadelphia 76ers. They're coming off the 76ers, a tough loss there to Boston at home, and Joel Embiid only had 20 points in that game. And then looking on the other hand, you got the Atlanta Hawks, who are just coming off a tough game as well. They lost to the New York Knicks, like I said previously. That was 114. They scored to 116. The New York Knicks scored. This game is played in Atlanta. Trae Young, he's going to have a game, I know that, here back at home against this Philadelphia 76ers ball club. But I believe Joel Embiid is going to be in this lineup tonight. I am making this play as if he is going to play tonight. So I think that the Philadelphia 76ers is just all around fundamentally a much more sound team than this Atlanta Hawks team is. The Philadelphia 76ers are on a 2-game losing streak here. I think they break it. They get off to a hot start against this Atlanta Hawks team and take this first half definitely, and we'll see about that full game. But in game number 3 between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Atlanta Hawks, we're smacking the 76ers first half. Let's take a recap of the selections I have for today. Game number 1 between the New York Knicks and the Washington Wizards, we are smacking the Knicks first half. Game number 2 between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Charlotte Hornets, we are hitting the Milwaukee Bucks first half. And our third and final game between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Atlanta Hawks, we are smacking the 76ers. Once again, this is Nick Menken with Pickdawgz. If you have not done so, smack that like button. Helps me out a ton and it costs you none. And if you're looking for my premium plays, my top plays, check that description below. The link is there, and I will see you guys tomorrow.